What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hot Radio shouting. Stepping in the building, I got an 8-time legend off in this thing. Princess of Crime Mall. What's good with it, sis?
What's up?
Man, feeling good, feeling great. Now, Princess, first of all, appreciate you coming through this thing.
Thank you. We got to start this new year off right, you know what I'm saying? I'm back on my music thing, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, I'm here for that. I mean, I've been seeing you working your move out here in these streets. I mean, over there 85 South, pulling up on Parlay and them apartments.
Hey.
I mean, talk to me about working your move and letting these folks know that Princess still got something to say out here.
Man, shout out to Parlay, shout out to 85 South Show. I'm nervous every interview because I'm used to performing. So it's like, sit down, be intimate, talk about your feelings. I'm like, no, I'm just hard. Let me just jump around. But I'm getting into being a solo artist, and that's something that's new to me. Even though I've done the mixtapes, I did PSA with Scream featuring 2 Chainz and Gucci and Young Ralph and Shawty Lo and Gangsta Boo, a whole bunch of people. I did a project with DJ Smalls and other projects or whatever, but now it's like my first time really telling myself, okay, you're going to be a solo artist. You're going to move like a solo artist. So it's scary because I'm so used to having 4 dudes and a girl to like balance the energy, and now it's just about me, and I'm, like, hi, okay.
Talk to me about being a female in the game, though, Princess. What was it like for y'all coming in there and really putting on for the ladies and cranking that thing up? Because in the South, it really wasn't going down like it's going down now, okay? Y'all kind of kicked in that door, especially for the A-time with that.
Yeah. It's very different now. Before, of course, we had Gangsta Boo, Lil Chat.
Of course, the fam.
We had Rashida. Do it.
That's right.
We had the Brat, you know what I'm saying? We had Trina, Jackie O, Kaya. And then it kind of stopped there. Of course, we had Foxy, Lil Kim.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like a pause. And before, everybody had to come in with a male to be their vouch or whatever. And with me, I started rapping because my brother was rapping.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So everything he did, I did. Once he started doing music, I'm like, okay, I'm in a rap group too. We brought Diamond in. Her government name is Brittany. We brought Diamond in, and we just started grooving and rapping, and we never had that moment of, one day we're gonna make it, one day we're gonna do this. That wasn't our aspiration, for real. It was just a hobby. And I took my brother's passion as my passion, and I'm a business person, so. That's right. I was selling CDs at school, before school, lunchtime, you know what I'm saying? And he used to get mad. He was like, everybody telling me they heard Ellenwood area. They told me they heard Murder by the Cell Phone. I'm like, but they like it.
They loving it.
We have a fan base.
Yeah.
So, but it was hard because people didn't like females, for real. They the females weren't marketable enough. They didn't make their money back. They cost too much to promote, to get them ready, the time that it takes, the videos. Those were all of the excuses. And then on top of that, me being a darker female from the South, I would always get oh, you're so cute to be dark skinned.
These motherfuckers.
And that would be in their mind a compliment, but in my mind it was like, okay. It was an insecurity thing. So getting over that was a lot, and then the industry putting a darker female against a lighter female, and we in the same group, and mentally having to deal with that. It was a lot, but I'm glad to see where music is going now, and Nicki kicked the doors down for us. Like, we wouldn't have been as far if it wasn't for Nicki.
Being dark-skinned, though, Princess, did you still not see all of these men out here going crazy for Princess? Because that was one of the questions that I had, too. How did you deal with being Princess out here in these streets? Because it's funny what you said. The same thing you said, I talked to Big Les from Rap City. She said she dealt with the same thing. And I was like, Les, don't you know folks were going crazy over you out here in these streets? Same thing with Princess. So how did you deal with that bullshit coming from one angle, but then your fans drooling and falling out every time you walk in the room.
Well, we didn't have social media back then, for real, so we didn't know who was looking.
Okay.
One, and then two, early on, I took on the role mentally as being the tough, no nonsense, I beat your ass chick, and left the glamour and glitz up to Diamond, because that's what she naturally is. That's what gravitated me towards her, because she always carried herself like, you know what I'm saying, she that chick.
Yeah.
Even in middle school. So when it came around to add somebody, I'm like, this the one.
Yeah.
We gonna make it work, and that's what we did.
My God. What was it like being able to tour the world with your brother, though?
Oh, Lord.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, you know.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the beginning of an era. It was the end of an era. It was good because I always had, you know, a support system, but he's the oldest in the group. He was the main producer in the group. But there came a time where he quit. Somebody laced one of his blunts. He hit a laced blunt.
My God.
Yeah, and that it messed up his whole like existence for years. He was seeing stuff in the future. It was crazy. Like he was predicting the lottery. It was crazy. He was like, okay,
yeah.
But and you know, so I was still trying to keep the group together, and my brother not here. I felt like Eddie and Paul not here, and I can't look to my left and see my brother. You know, so it was hard during that time, but you know the show still got to go on. So,
but when your brother got caught with that blunt, though, man, as a sister, how did that impact you seeing your brother out there?
It was hard. I mean, you know, we're 16 months apart, so we damn near twins. And my parents was like, "Hey, go check on your brother. Go get your brother. Go do this. Go do it." And I just became like, you know, a caretaker. And then it came to a point where he didn't want any of us rapping. Oh, don't do no more shows. Oh, you need to follow Christ. Oh, you know. And he kept his Bible everywhere. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm finna go to McDonald's. Oh, those golden arches of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Everything was very biblical. So it was like, okay, I can't even come to him with this new song because he finna bless me out. You know, so I started doing my own thing and still working with the boys on shows and stuff, and you know, just keeping money in our pockets and everything. And then we did the second album, and we started touring more, and was like, okay, this is too much. Let's take another break. Let's just take another break. And Johnny was our manager at the time. He was like, y'all want to do this again? Y'all want to just quit at y'all's peak again? This is y'all. We was like, yeah, we don't want to see any more money. I don't want to hear nothing about a deposit. It used to be so many shows, he would call me and just say, deposit, and hang up. And I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. Talk to me about how that money changed things, though. Because, I mean, you come into it trying to make the money. Then there's thinking, the money's coming in, but now you got to earn the money.
And see, that's the thing. Like for us, we all pretty much came from a stable background. Nobody was ever really struggling. So when we made it, it wasn't like we had to take care of our family, our parents and stuff. Pretty much it was just our money going to us. We spending it. We had too much to. I was waking up buying a bag every day. Like, just because I was bored. Like, okay, let me go to Lennox. But we were young. We were like 18, 19 with money. Yeah. You know, and back then, it's not even the money that's out now. Like,
come on.
Man, models and IG hosts and they getting bags. I was like, oh, I need to go and see what's out here because this is new money.
Exactly. What was it that you loved the most about it, though, Princess? I mean, was it in the beginning stages? Was it at the peak? Or was it getting off the damn roller coaster and saying, fuck it?
The beginning. The beginning was the most fun when we didn't know about album sales. When we didn't know whoever wrote on this song gets this much. Yeah. You know, when it was just 30 people in the guest bedroom of my parents' house, rapping on a NEC computer mic with the stocking cap over it in the closet, held up by a hanger.
Yeah.
With no hard drive, no punching in. You got to remember your whole verse, and you can't let it crackle in the mic. So you can't have your paper in the microphone. Like we were almost in a boot camp, and we didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, 8 bars, 16 bars, and we used to write 16s, 2, 3, 16s.
Facts.
These people are getting away with
8s and
8
6s.
bars in the hook. And I'm like, of course it's streaming 1,000 times. I can listen to it 5 times in 2 minutes.
Exactly.
But now everything evolves, so you got to get with the program and evolve too. But it just took me a minute to really wrap my head around this social media stuff. Like, I'm from the era of if you had something to say, you can be found and we can talk.
Yeah.
Face to face.
Yeah.
And you can be touched.
Facts.
By 6 degrees of separation. Now you got everybody thinking they something, man.
That fame though, Princess, when you looked up and everybody knew your name, and then you walking through the streets of Atlanta and it's just going down. And we talking about a crunk era too, man. What was that crunk era like when the music had so much energy and the party didn't get started until y'all song came on?
Well, you gotta remember before Knuck If You Buck was Ain't No More Playing GA.
That's right.
Knuckle Up.
That's right.
East Side versus West Side.
Come on now.
Like these are songs that will forever be embedded here.
That's right.
This is the reason we are here, because of those songs. Everything was an energy. It you could feel the build up.
Yeah.
You didn't care about your shoes being messed up. You went to the club with brand new Air Force Ones and a spanking clean white tee and was happy when it was brown at the end of the club, because that's how much fun you had.
Yeah.
Now it's like everybody got their phones. You can't even capture the moment for real. You can't be intimate with the artist or with the fan and the artist. It's just, but when Knuck If You Buck was at its biggest, I never forget, my dad used to always say, we would go to church on Sunday. Shout out to World Changers Church International.
Yeah.
We would go to church Sunday. We would get out at 12. At 12:01 was when Larry Tinsley would get off, and 12:01 it'd be the midday shift.
Yeah.
Knuck If You Buck was the first song played after Larry Tinsley went off with that, you like that? I thought you would. See y'all next week. Master of Ceremonies. Da-da-da-da. Knuck If You Buck. Jesus is still in the room, people.
That's right.
So that was one of the times where I really felt like, oh, we might be a little big. We might, that, and when I knew Jay-Z and Diddy knew us, and Diddy wanted to bring us out for the Jay-Z and Friends tour, I was like, oh, nigga. Yeah. Mr. Puff Daddy himself called us.
My God.
So we had some good times. We're blessed to have a lot of records that get sampled a lot.
Yeah.
Like Knuck If You Buck has gotten sampled so many times. Stilettos get sampled. We have a great catalog, and it has blessed us to where we don't have to work all the time.
Thanks.
But it's gotten us stagnant at the same time, because we already know we have this amount of money coming in every month.
Yeah.
Where I don't have to lift my finger. And that's been cool, you know what I'm saying? It take care of all the bills, all the, you know what I'm saying, all the king's wants and needs.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, now let's get back to the grind. Let's get back to it, because even though it's a lot of females out here, a lot of them not saying nothing. So.
Talk to me.
So, I mean, it's good, but you can't eat fried chicken every day.
So now, Princess, with hip-hop right now being damn near a woman's sport because the women done took over, how do you feel about that whole changing of the guard to it being a situation to where folks might not have been so apt to hear what the women had to say beforehand, and now that's just what's dominating the airwaves and every damn thing?
I like it because females have always had a perspective and something to say, and for a long time, I feel like it was forced for us to like stay in the box of what we wanted to say and what we could talk about. Now it's cool to talk about being a mother and having kids and having a family and wanting to be loved and da-da-da-da. It's not all, well, a lot, some of it might be I take your man, or I do this, I do that, but I like that social media has given more platforms.
Have you talked to any of these younger artists, though, female artists that's come out, and how they said, Princess, you know I love you, and I've been jamming to your song ever since it came out?
Let me think. I always get love from Nikki. Love Nikki. I've met Megan. She's cool. Asian doll. Me, her, and Diamond have some stuff together.
Okay.
Amaretta, I love her. Love, love, love. I can't wait for her to like
blow.
Man,
because Amaretta cold as hell.
Everybody's scared of her, man. They scared.
She the truth. She the truth.
And she rapping harder than these dudes out here. And I believe it.
Talk to me about that, though, too. When you see somebody like Amaretta that is the truth and has the juice to get there, but it's just kind of facing that uphill battle to getting up through there. What do you think it is that keeps her from being able to get over that threshold? And then also, what advice do you have for her to get over it?
Man, well, one, and I think she knows this because she's an all-around artist. So when it's her time, it's really going to be her time. Because outside of rapping, now she's dabbling into the singing, which is going to make her become more of a songwriter.
That's right.
And then she can make clothes. Like she sews her own clothes sometimes and doing her hair and makeup and stuff. And it's just little stuff that I watch. I'm so excited about certain people to see their growth. And with her, some people are too real for this fake industry. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody isn't going to go through them hoops.
Yeah.
Everybody's not going to talk about this and that and get a BBL and push up their breasts just for this moment in time where I just might be somebody. No, man.
What do you think about the BBLs taking over the game?
I just hope all of them not part of a class action settlement 10, 15 years from now.
My whole thing is, and this is what I've been screaming the whole time, you know, one thing about being out of shape is that you know you about to have a heart attack. If you got a BBL, you don't see that heart attack coming, and that's just all I got to say about that. Because you're looking too good. But your whole heart got a whole piece of cholesterol all off in that thing, not having it.
You don't know what they injecting you with. It's been too many stories where people are dying, and even the recovery process. These women, after the actual surgery, the recovery process, you can't sit down, you can't really move.
How did you get around having to deal with that pressure to look a certain way, Princess? Other than saying, I'm naturally fine, so fuck y'all.
Because we're old school. I'm old school. So we didn't have the social media to really compare ourselves to so many people. The people we saw was Trina. Trina was beautiful in her own way. We saw Kim. Kim is beautiful in her own way. We saw Foxy. Foxy is beautiful in her own way. Missy, creative. You not even looking at her like that. And then when she wants you to look at her like that, you like, damn, Missy. When the brat wants you to look at her, she know what to do.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying? And those are the people that I look after like, I'm going to go this route because if I go this route, I'm going to have to always chase the next thing. I'm going to always take the stairs because the elevator might shut down. I might get stuck. Let me keep as much power in my control as I can. So, and then I got people looking up to me. If everybody were to do the same thing, then who is there to be like, okay.
Yeah. Exactly. To keep it real with the folks. When it came to performing y'all songs, what shows were the ones that just really give you that memory of saying, nigga, we made it?
Well, you know, birthday bash is always number one.
Of course. Birthday bash is that thing.
If you can't reach your own city.
Come on.
If your own city not excited to see you.
Yeah.
You know, that was big. to have Solange put me and Diamond on her album and ask us to perform for her.
Come on with it.
Was like,
take me through that one though, Princess. Take me through that one.
I still like, God get all the glory, because it was Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. Her lawyer called. Oh yeah, we're from the legal. Solange wants to put you on her album, but it's not a song.
Huh?
Okay, so y'all want me to sign off on this, and what is it? It was like, oh, we'll send it to you. Come to find out, it was a clip of me and Diamond waiting to get in Onyx, because we were too young to get in Onyx. So we were waiting on somebody to pull up, and we was playing in the car.
Yeah.
And it was like 3 seconds. Can I get the mic? No, you can't hold the mic. Can I get the mic? She put that on her album, and I'm just like, so you want to pay me for this? Yeah. Sign off on it. We'll do da. Then a month later, her album came out, and then after that, she was about to do Coachella, and we were going to do Coachella, and that was amazing, because that's on my like vision board to do Coachella.
Ew.
And then that got canceled. And then she hit us Cinco de Mayo to do to perform for her after the Met Gala.
Yeah.
And we went up to New York, little intimate spot, and she came in. She had her homegirls and stuff, and she sat Indian style and looked up at us and was saying, "We rockin' stilettos, ho." And I was like, oh my God, we got Solange in the building. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So that was another time where I was like, oh yeah, we might be the shit sometime.
Come on now. Come on.
We might be a little something.
Answer me this, Princess. When the group started to split up, what was that like when everybody started saying, you know what, it's time to go our own separate ways? Was you ready to get off that roller coaster at the time, or was it just something crazy that was going on with y'all?
I'm ready to get off the roller coaster every time.
Nope. Damn.
For real, like I love my group. Mm-hmm. We're family. We'll always be family.
Yeah.
When we get into it, we all get into it, and we all get emotional. Yeah. And then I'll be like, you know what? F y'all, I'm not coming back for another 2 years.
For 2 years?
Yeah, like, especially me and Diamond. Me and Diamond really got it bad, because we'll be cool or whatever, and we'll get some work done, and then, I don't know, it's just like, if we around each other too long, that's like that with all of us. Yeah. If we around each other too long, we start getting irritated and stuff, and then all right, well, fine. I'll see you in another 3 years. I'll see you in 4. And then we be like, all right, we got to do birthday bash. We got to do Essence Festival. What y'all want to do? They talking about this. All right, let's do it. Then we get back together and we look around the room like, okay, you guys ready? Can we just be like this every day? You guys, this is so beautiful. Do you hear the crowd? And then
niggas start cutting up again.
Something that happened. Somebody stepped on somebody's shoes. Yeah. Somebody did something. Somebody say something. And then we be like, all right, see y'all another 2 years.
When y'all blew up, Princess, was it everything that you thought it was going to be, or was it a little bit more wilder?
It was way more wild. If it wasn't for the business of music, took the love of music away from me for a long time, because when we first started, we wasn't getting paid for shows, and we were getting paid, but we didn't get the money. Damn. When we got signed, we didn't get our signing bonus, you know. Of course, I think it was like $300,000 to make the album. We made it in 2 weeks. We already had the songs recorded, so I don't know where the rest of that budget went.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of times where it was like, I wish we just never did it. I would have went to college. I would have been a doctor or a lawyer, you know. And then after we first quit, I was like, okay, cool. I'm only a year behind my class. I'm going to go ahead and go to Georgia State, finish out my life. And people just couldn't get Knuck If You Buck out their heads. They couldn't I was like, no, I got into depression because I was like, I just want to do something else.
Yeah.
And at that time, if you came in as something, you couldn't transition into anything else. I remember, who was it? Somebody came out with a barbecue sauce or something. Was it Bobby Brown or something? I forgot who had a sauce first, but they was trying to act like he fell off because he
Had a barbecue sauce.
Had a barbecue sauce, and before you couldn't even do radio back then, transitioning from rap. Like, I've been wanting to do radio, but it was like you had to stay a rapper. You couldn't even venture outside of a different genre. You have to stay, no, you got to beat asses every day. You got to beat people up for the rest of your life. And I was like, I was 15. I don't want to fight. I don't fight anymore. I'm licensed to carry. I don't fight. It's with me.
Come on now. Come on. At what point did you find yourself going into that depression, and how the hell did you get up out of it?
Once I realized that I could drink a bottle of 151 and Hawaiian Punch by myself and wake up the next morning like ain't nothing happened, it was a whole problem. Like, it's a lot of bottles around here. Something is not right. Okay. You know, so then I got into acting. I started taking acting classes because that's my real first passion. Acting, writing. Did a lot of journaling, and then I would go back and forth in music just for myself, not for fans, for me to make something for me. I did a girls group, Project Girls Club, me, Chanel, D Woods, Mika Means, Akbar, and then a couple of other projects on the side, but I was always too afraid of getting back out there and being too big and it being too much to control. Like,
now what do you mean it being too big?
Because, you know, once you reach a certain level, even putting out a song, you got to do the press run, you got to do the photo ops, you got to do all the political stuff. And then as a woman, sometimes you wake up and you just don't want to do any of that. You don't want to do a show. You don't want to. And I want to find that line where I can still handle my business and it not be so chaotic, because I'm a mom now. So I'm like, okay, what's the school schedule? Okay, I can do a show Friday, Saturday, no more Sunday shows. He needs to be in bed at this time, Yeah. So having a child gave me purpose. Before, I could just wake up, you know, do a couple of things and I'd be like, okay, I'm done with my day. Now it's like, okay, I have somebody who I have to live for. And he's the one who told me, he was like, Mom, you need to put your wig back on, and because I have locks. He was like, Mom, you need to put your wig back on and rap, because you can rap. And he was like, don't do it for the money, just do it because you like to do it, and your music is good. And he's 5, so for him to say it, I just started crying like, okay, Lord, is this my son? Okay, all right, I'm gonna get back into it. So now I play my music, well, not all of it, but I play song for him, and he'll be like, oh, I like that. I'm like, okay, all right. So yeah, we working on some stuff. We working on some educational stuff. You know, he's gonna be an educational rapper.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stay in education, get them grants.
That's right. That's right.
Get all them grants. I want quiet money.
Come on, man. The fame and the fortune, and then did it get old after a while when you go on places and folks is recognizing you and just want you to sing a song every 5 minutes, or you know, or is it because you know some folks, they just act like they eat it up every damn time they leave the house. You see what I'm saying?
Those people scare me. You know the people that say it's what is it? All press is good press. I'm not one of those people. Fame to me is scary because we got it so young. You couldn't tell us nothing. We could go anywhere, do anything, have anything, and the boys could have anybody. there was no sense of reality. And being so young with all that power, with all of these adults telling you yes, 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 that scared me. And then as a female, there's a lot of stuff that, you know, men don't even think of as harassment. It was one time I went somewhere to get some wings in Atlanta. Got some wing, parked next to this dude. He saw me, whatever. It wasn't even no long. He ain't even do no. It was just a, you know, what's up? I go in, I come back. This man go, I've always wanted to do this. Now I can do it in person.
What this nigga do?
He
whip out.
And juices flowed right there. And he's like, I love your music. You know, so as a female, you know, like what y'all laughing?
Did you have it on you?
I didn't have it on me then. I didn't. That's when I used to ride around with a 12 gauge. I was really tripping back then. Hey, no, seriously.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna tell this story, and I don't know if I'm gonna tell it again. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say names, but
yeah.
It was a minor beef with an artist, male, and they felt like they could chin check or throw their weight around at an award show.
Yeah.
We got back to Atlanta, and we had to have a meeting. So we're in the same entity.
Yeah.
So I'm calling the higher ups like, hey, we need to talk because up. Okay, well, y'all two meet here. I'm like, all right, I'm going to see you there at this time. And I used to have a toy Pomeranian, a black Pomeranian. Shout out to Imani Desiree Lewis, who is no longer with us.
My God.
But I was so mad that day. And when I get mad, like, I turn into Tupac. And it ain't to keep your head up, Tupac. It's the Bone Thugs and Harmony in Tupac. We doing this from Cleveland to LA. Pull your strap on me, bro. You better kill me. Thug life.
Baby.
I'd probably be punished for hard living. And I'm blasting it the whole way. It was daytime. I'm in my truck, windows down, 12 gauge, hanging out the car.
My God.
With my Pomeranian next to me. I don't know what I thought I was finna do.
Give it to his ass?
And I waited at the spot, and I saw a car pull up, and then the car left. And that was the end of the conversation.
Yeah.
But they saw that 12 gauge.
When that dude pulled that fast one on you, how did that impact you and just mentally when you realized that Negroes or just folks in general could be that ignorant? Because, I mean, nobody else has to deal with this kind of stuff.
Nobody has to deal with it. Women go through a lot. In that moment, I was just so shocked, like,
The fuck? Yeah.
And I just had to get in my car, lock the doors and go.
Yeah.
But in that moment, I was shaking because I'm like, you do that. You can follow me somewhere. Exactly. You could. So I got on the phone, called my homegirl, and was like, hey, I might be on the news. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as a female and being in this industry before the cancel culture and the Me Too movement and all of that stuff, it was a lot of stuff you just had to deal with it. And then you think back like, oh, that wasn't right. Oh,
yeah.
That was a different look or a different hey, or you know what I'm saying? And you roll with the punches a lot of times.
your reality versus the regular person's reality. From that point when you was 15 and you decided to pick up that mic, and your reality could have been going straight with everybody else, but that thing went that way. You see what I'm saying? What has that been like for Princess in that whole journey? And do you feel like you ever got a chance to experience a regular reality, being that y'all blew up so damn young?
We didn't, because we were in high school when we started. So I remember house parties and stuff. We had that, but going to college, I wanted to go to college with my friends. Being in a dorm. Yeah. I was ready to give all of that up to have a roommate in a dorm. Like, I just want a little bitty refrigerator and like share. And I heard you share a bathroom with like 10 other people and you gotta wear flip flops. I want to do that. But I don't know. I think everything happens for a reason, of course. Looking back at it, I feel like me and my brother definitely were meant to do something in the arts. Yeah. I was supposed to go to the Cab School of Arts in middle school, so there was something there. We just had to figure out what it was, and the first channel or medium came music. But that's not to say that for the rest of my life I'm finna be knucking and bucking and ready to fight, because for 20 years now I have been saying that verse. I love it though. I love it, but I've grown and my fans have grown. That's so true. I want to talk about getting money, losing money, what happens when what in the interim, being a mother, wanting to be a wife, what comes with that, what's the sacrifices, what do you have to change?
What did being a mama change, and how did that impact you when the baby touched down?
I thought my hustle was strong when I didn't have a son. Yeah. Because I would book the show, drive to the show, pick up the money, get the hotel room, do the show CD, perform, most times for me and Diamond's parts. Yeah. Drive back all in like 10 hours. You know what I'm saying? To the point where my parents were like, please stop doing this. You cannot live like this. I went to Turkey one time by myself.
Okay, hold up. You ain't talking about getting a turkey in Kroger. You talking about overseas turkey?
Overseas, Istanbul. Istanbul.
Why you go all the way over there to Turkey by your damn self?
Man.
And what was that experience like?
I'm telling you, it's like a little Tupac in me somewhere. Like, shout out to Dollar Bill, my Germany and Europe plug. Yeah. He hit me on a Tuesday and was like, hey, Flo Rida can't make his show. Can you make the show? I'm thinking, all right, it's Germany. I go over there all the time. It's like going to Alabama to me. Okay, cool. He was like, no, it's Turkey. It's about the same flight, same hours for the flight. Okay, cool. Just give me the money when we get there. I trust you. He's like, oh, I'm not going to be there. My friend will be there. All right. It's a check. All right, cool. So I go to tell my parents, I'm like, hey, I got to go out of town tomorrow. They're like, all right. My dad drops me off at the airport. And he was like, you going international? Yeah, I told you I was going to Turkey. It still didn't dawn on him. It was Turkey. I land in Turkey. This is before Skype, before Zoom and all of that. Yeah. He was like, call me when you land. I land. I didn't call. By the time I video called him, he was like, Vanita Lewis, have you seen Taken? Do you know? I thought you said Tennessee. You didn't say Turkey. Bruh, you dropped me off at the international terminal. Like,
but that's real though.
He was like, no, I wasn't thinking. You said Turkey. I'm thinking you said Tennessee. Do you know they can kidnap you and use you as a sex slave? I was like, bruh, I gotta go to sound check. I'm gonna call you back in a minute. Went to sound check, ate at this beautiful little street cart, and it was a bridge that you could see you could see Asia across the pond or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, so that was cool.
Crazy.
And the bridge lit up at night. It was so beautiful. The club was all white. They gave you robes and like these little house slippers, and everybody just had on. I mean, you had on clothes, then you had the robe on, and the, you know. So I did my little hour performance, and then went back to the hotel, got my stuff, showered, and I was back on the flight.
Yeah.
So I was in the air for longer than I was in Turkey.
Crazy.
My dad picks me up the next day. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday I flew out. Thursday was the show. And then Friday morning, I'm back in Atlanta.
Yeah.
My dad picks me up. You are not going to your house. You are going to sit in this chair and you are going to watch Taken. And you are going to watch it until you understand the severity of what. You are not a male, Vanita. You are a female. Needless to say, after I gave birth, I saw Taken 2. I called my dad. Why did you let me go to Turkey? Do you know what they do to people in Turkey? I am a mother. Oh my God. Why was I doing all of this? I used to go to, I would do the show and go right back on the road, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Whew. My God.
I used to get it. I remember Pastor Troy used to always, because we used to always do shows and stuff together. And he's like, oh, you going to the hotel? Nah, bro, I'm gone. Bro, it's 5 hours. And I'll be back and forth. And he's like, P, please. And now that I'm a mom, I'm like, oh, I'm going to just chill in the hotel.
Get some rest.
Man, it's been so many times. We done got pulled over late at night, 3 o'clock in the morning, because you just on the road.
Yeah.
So now I just chill, you know, and I see my baby in the morning.
Come on now. Princess, what would grown-ass Princess tell young-ass Princess getting into the game? What she need to be looking out for, and what was it that she needed to be doing?
You are not finna make me cry.
We ain't gonna cry.
Hi, little princess.
Princess.
You're so beautiful.
That's right.
Do you know that? You need to tell yourself that every day, okay? The life you're about to live will change lives. So take your time. Keep God first. Don't put money on nobody's books when they get locked up, okay? And stay consistent, because people really do care.
I can dig that.
Rock your hips, wave, and sip. And read the contracts, baby girl. Tell your parents to read the contracts. It's okay.
I feel that. The music business side of it,
The music business.
What was it like navigating that part of the industry versus the entertainment side of it?
Oh, Lord. We didn't get half of our publishing back to 2016.
Nigga, what?
The music business really showed me, even though I know who God is, but it really showed me who God is, because there were times where I was just trying to get us out of contracts and didn't know where to start. Swear to God. And I was sitting at the kitchen table with all of our contracts just spread out, trying to look up every word that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And what's the difference between this contract and this blacked out contract? And what money were we really supposed to see and all of that? And I was crying. I was like, Lord, just show me something. I'm trying to be diligent. I know your word is real. I know you love me. Show me something. And I was crying, and a teardrop landed right on the clause that got us our publishing.
Are you serious? That's hard.
I'm trying not to cry.
That's the movie right there. That's the movie.
Speaking of which, Crime My Biopic coming very soon.
Talk to me about that, and what has it been like trying to craft this thing?
For the longest, I was writing it by myself, and I didn't even tell the group. I ain't want nobody to like stop what I was doing. But now it's further, and now it's to getting right characters, who have the right demeanors, and everybody's little nuances and idiosyncrasies that makes them them. Like, yes, we're a crime mob, but I'm the more emotional one, but I'm also the performer and the mama. Diamond is like our billboard, and she's the feisty one, but she's also like, she's the youngest, so you know, she's the baby. Psycho Black, who's now Money Black, he used to be the quiet one, now he's the money one. He'll tell you about the stocks and da-da-da-da. Lil J has always been like the leader and the main producer, and now he's kind of like falling back and doing more of the money thing and stocks and everything. And Migraine, he's always been the hook writer and stuff, and now I'm coming in and doing more of the hooks and stuff. So everybody has their role, and it's gonna be beautiful for it to really play out, because we got a story.
I already know. New music though. I mean, that Soul Food Sunday, you got on that thing and snap.
I knew you was gonna light up.
Yeah, you know you got on that thing and snap. I heard that. I said, this girl done laid it all out on this wax, man.
Hey, man, picture perfect. I could paint a perfect picture.
Oh.
There go that Tupac.
Come on now. Ain't nothing wrong with no pop.
Yeah, but Soul Food Sunday is pretty much just going through how in the beginning everybody used to be at Big Mama's house cooking. All the women in the family were cooking. That was their role. All the kids playing spades and da-da-da-da. The second verse goes into, okay, now I'm famous, I'm getting this money, but home doesn't look the same. Now my mom doesn't want to be there. My parents are getting divorced, and this money can't change anything in life. Like, now, for me to mask my pain, let me go buy some new jewelry type of thing. So that's Soul Food Sunday. Animal.
No, Animal was out the damn chain. Talk about it. No, I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah.
You like Animal?
Animal Snap.
Thank you. For Animal, me and my engineer Cyrus, we went on YouTube and literally found every different animal sound that you hear in there. The elephant, the zebra, the monkey, and we like mixed everything. Like, okay, the elephant need to come this way and then swing around to the right ear, and the monkey need to come from this way because he gonna and come that way. Mix it like it's a whole process, and that's why it take me so long to do music, because it's literally usually only me and the producer and the engineer. I don't do a whole lot of people. I don't like a lot of people in the creative process. Let me get my thoughts out, and then if there's anything to add, we can add. But let me get me out first.
Come on now. Being in the industry, how many times did you have to deal with these Negroes trying to pull the animal out of you?
Oh, Lord. Hold on. Which animal? The Tupac animal or
the lover animal? You so crazy, princess.
What you saying now?
How did you deal with all these folks trying to pull the animal out of you?
I really, I was in a relationship a lot of times, so I was able to not really deal with dudes.
And what was that like, being in a relationship in the midst of all of that attention as well?
That was hard, because I felt a lot of times I had to like lessen myself or dim my light to make sure he still felt like the man, you know, and pretty much everybody met me as Princess. So they have to de-wire one. I'm not this thing all the time. But when I am, let me be that, because that's my job. So if I have to rock my hips in a leotard and some thigh highs, just know them hips finna rock on you later. But let me do this for my job. And a lot of times men just, you know, between that and me being a strong female and all of that, it takes a very secure, strong, busy man. You have to be busy. You can't just If I'm ripping and running, and yes, you can be my piece, but I need you to be doing some stuff too, so I can be excited. Like, oh, what you got to do? What you? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm doing this. You doing stuff. We doing stuff. Yeah. We important. Okay.
I'm with you. Atlanta, the way this city done changed, man.
Oh,
what is it like being a part of some of the growth in here, and then also seeing what it turned into?
Atlanta, it's good and it's bad. Mm-hmm. Y'all know now. If y'all just see flurries everywhere, it's y'all know. Okay, we over it. Okay. I remember old Atlanta.
Yeah.
I was way too young for Visions and Compound.
Yeah.
In Velvet Room at the time, but I got to see it.
Come on now.
I remember old Buckhead. 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, Buckhead.
That strip. Yeah.
I remember the living room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember Big Meech.
Yeah.
The real Big Meech. I seen the helicopters.
Yeah.
With the money. And but it's so beautiful because for so long it was just 20 years ago, 25 years ago, the South had something to say, and we wasn't getting heard at all.
Yeah. And
to see it go from the South got something to say to the South saying something to y'all hear the South to goddamn the South trying to fuck some shit up, ain't well, the South ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, let's sound like the South. Let's move to the South.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we so cool, like we've never been in no real beef as a city. We so cool, we let everybody in. Like, sure, you're from Texas? Come on, you can stay in Atlanta and be somebody. You from Florida? Come on. You from New York?
Yeah.
We like you too.
Come on.
Come here. Trap out of our land. Get this black dollar.
Yeah.
You know, but it just like, hey, we need to close these doors for a minute. The traffic getting crazy. But ever since, you know, JD said, welcome to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And the music came with it, everybody was like, okay, everybody has an Atlanta story.
Yeah.
One. Everybody has an Atlanta memory.
Yeah.
And now it's been an Atlanta sound for the last 25 years. Sometimes I feel like, man, maybe I need to go somewhere else for a minute. So things can just reset and people can
I see where you're going from.
You can we need to start fighting for it again. Because it's too easy.
I feel you on that. You just snapped with that.
Like, we need to just shut the doors again. Everybody get back in line if you want to get into the music thing. Let's see some resumes. Let's see some.
Let's vet these niggas.
Let's vet. It was no vetting process. Before social media, you had to really touch radio. You had to really touch a promoter. You had to really touch your fans. If you had a fight song and you performed it, you was really gonna get seen about and see if you really knew how to fight. Nowadays, you can have a gimmick. You can stay in the house behind a computer. Then have a fan base, and then release the products. And then release the music.
Come on.
And by the time they get the music, they already embedded into your lifestyle. They don't care about what you sound like.
Big old facts.
Before, you had to perfect your sound. You had to have stamina as far as your lung capability, and you know it was Motown days. You had to actually put in work and have rollouts. Now you can just throw it on SoundCloud, see what stick.
Come on, I'm with you.
It's good and bad. I'm like the old grandma in the corner, like, y'all little youngest back in my day. You had to really do something around here.
Come on. I'm with you.
Now it's like, no shade, but it's like more rappers' spouses and stuff getting on and having a voice and being seen and being booked than it is actual artists. And I just want that to change a little bit. Like, let's get back to having real shows and saying stuff in music. Yeah, we know everybody got a fat ass. Okay. Okay, you can ride a dick. God damn. Okay. You can take her nigga. Cool. But after you done rode the dick and took the nigga and got the bag, what else can you do?
Yeah. I'm with you, Princess. I'm with you.
What else can you do? So, not saying like I'm going into a neo-soul rapping type of style, but god damn. Can you make me think about one of your lyrics? Can you have a bard that pays homage to somebody that let me know that you a real student of the game?
Answer me this though, Princess. Do you feel like if somebody did rap about something other than what you was talking about, would it even be heard? Because that's what I'm thinking maybe it's because ain't nobody gonna listen to it if you talk about something positive.
Yeah, it takes longer. But then that's when you gotta cultivate your own fan base.
I'm with you.
Like the Toby Nyangwe and J. Cole when he started, and Kendrick and Chance, and there are certain people where they're so confident in their purpose and in their sound.
I'm with you.
They're not finna maneuver a lot for the world, and the world don't even know what they want for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I water down who I am and what I'm talking about because these people don't get it, let me go find this corner where these people get it, because then I can sell them a t-shirt, a cup,
come on,
some bags, some hats, and they gonna love it because we're in it together and they understand it.
That's right. That's right. Lastly, Princess, what do you got to tell your fans? What you got coming up, and anything you need to get off your chest, sis?
Nah. To the Crime Mob fans, we love you. I love you. To Princess fans, I love you. Thank you for riding with us for 20 plus years.
My God.
And we still in our early 30s.
Come on. Come on.
Everybody who still buys ringtones, who still streams the music, we still get like 1 million plus monthly listeners on Spotify. Like, it's mind-boggling to me, but I love it, and I thank y'all for keeping us going. Even when we don't even want it for ourselves, y'all still want it for us, and y'all tell us all the time. And we are coming with that Crime Mob 3 album, the Princess album coming soon, the Crime Mob Biopic coming soon. My educational stuff with my son coming very, very soon, and my cookbook.
Ooh, what you cooking though, Princess?
Man, look, listen. Let me just tell you what it was last week. It wasn't no holidays or nothing. It was first week of the year.
That's right.
First day, coming out the gate. Lobster tail crab legs.
My God.
Second day on them. Lamb. Garlic potatoes.
Ooh.
I make them myself.
Hey, do you put a camera with that though?
You know what? Everybody keeps telling me.
That's a YouTube show right there. Jill's about to do one over there with the franchise boy. He got it. Jill's a gourmet. He a cooker.
Man, I'm trying, but once I get into it being a business and a look, then I'm like, okay, I need to change this countertop and the lighting and this, and then the background needs to change. I need to do a whole remodel of this kitchen before I do it.
Get a ring light and some napkins and let's go.
Man, I just overthink everything. That is a story of my life. I overthink stuff, and that's what slows me down. So now I'm just gonna start putting stuff out. So yes, it is coming. But yeah, I cook like an old grandma every day.
I ain't mad at you at all.
Every day. My son has had McDonald's, well, with me, he's had McDonald's once.
Ooh.
In his life.
Then you to go.
And the only other fast food we do is Chick-fil-A. So.
I feel that. I feel that. I feel that.
I have to have my Chick-fil-A maybe once every 2 weeks, but you know, it's okay.
I'm with you. How can these folks contact you though, Princess?
Oh, princessempire.com. is the website where you can get the Crime Mob merch, my smoke kit, which is the blunt holder.
That was a slick ass blunt holder. Where the hell you find that, Princess?
I was like, man, I'm finna be on the 85 South show. I need something to fuck them up. What can I do? I need to fuck them up. What can I do?
Come on.
I know they gonna smoke. I need something for the ladies. Blunt ring.
That was hard. That was hard.
The only thing is I should have had that site ready for when it dropped.
My God.
I'm like, damn, I done missed $1 million in blunt ring sales. Damn it. This is why you gotta always be ready.
I'm with you, Princess.
Always be ready. So yeah, the smoke kits, the rolling trays, the lighters, blunt rings. It will be some blunt holders for men as well.
Come
so
on
you don't
now.
have to, while you playing the video games.
Oh, that's hard.
I grew up as a video game person. My daddy been playing every video game since '89. So
I'm with you.
all of the Maddens. I still got the Michael Jackson game on Sega Genesis. New NFTs coming, bitches.
Come on now.
We getting that money.
I'm with you.
Crime Mob NFTs coming very, very soon.
That's
It's an
hard.
exclusive capsule collection. It'll be our 20-year anniversary collection.
I'm loving it. Princess, give me some of that. Thank you for coming through this thing, sis. Wish you nothing but the best and much success. Be High Radio Shouted. Princess, holla at y'all in a minute. Go.